Hi fellow penny pinchers, it's your Frugalista again. Today I would like to debunk that myth that you can't dress nicely on a budget, because I believe you can. Of course you're not getting any super brand pieces, and quite frankly I wouldn't want that, because money doesn't come that easily to me that I'm just funding someone else's lavish lifestyle. As long as I find I'm dressing nicely and in a classic way, and everything looks good and well groomed and everything, I'm just happy with that. And I can do that easily on a budget, so I show you my tricks. For starters, it helps that if you are able to maintain your weight over a longer period of time, because I've started to build my wardrobe a long time ago, and because I'm fortunate that my weight doesn't fluctuate, so I have just been able to add and build. And this whole wardrobe and another one next door are quite full with a lot of clothes and shoes, and I wear all of them, not all the time, but regularly. I rotate them through, and no one would ever know that like all of them are, you know, at a really bargain price. So it always looks nice, I think so. And so yeah, that is one of the most important things. And also, if you can already tell a little bit, so I'm someone who prefers timeless classic pieces. I'm not someone who wears like outrageous or super funky clothes or anything. It's not my style. And so that helps as well, because what I bought 10-15 years ago, I can still wear in 5 years time, I'm sure. So yeah, that's just a very rational decision, and also because I'm happy with that. So yeah, absolutely. Next thing is that I really like to look after my clothes. I take great care of them, and I only wear them when I'm leaving the house. When I'm just hanging around on the couch or anything, I just wear my track pants. Or like, for example, this one here is like a jumper that is from Kmart, which is a bit cheap sometimes, but because it's got these lovely little sequins and that sparkle sometimes, and so I get a lot of compliments on that as well. I used to. I'm not wearing it out very much anymore, but when it was still a bit better looking, then yeah, a lot of people always said like, oh my god, it's such a lovely jumper. Yeah, Kmart, thank you, $20. So anyway, back to the more like work corporate clothes. So my favorite shop is absolutely for that is Target, because Target has may not be the most fashionable store, but for work and corporate clothes, it has a really good selection. And no, I'm not being paid by Target at all. It just happens to be my choice of shop for these sort of clothes. So for starters, and also very important, sorry Target, I never buy anything full price. And because every couple of weeks or months they actually put items on sale, and I conveniently live near a Target, so on my way past there I swing in there quite frequently, and I filter out items that I like, sort of separate the wheat from the chaff. And if I zoom in on a particular piece that I really like and I think would complement my already large wardrobe, then I take a note and I keep cruising, and in a couple of weeks time it will be on sale, and that's when I usually pounce. So this one here I had my eyes set on because it's an elastic fabric and it looks very nice, I think. And so it also has sleeves, because I'm someone who gets cold very easily, especially in an office where the air conditioning is on, and I like to have clothes with long sleeve. And it's just absolutely lovely. It's a wrap dress, it's stretchy, it's not restrictive or anything. $29. So, and most of my clothes here are in the $29, $39 range. This one here is a long time favorite. I've had that dress for easily 10 years, if not longer. And I like it when I'm going somewhere after, like, you know, sometimes after work drinks or something, because it's got this lovely sort of tulle fabric, and it just looks a little bit, yeah, just a little bit evening-ishy, I think. And so with the little ruching here, it doesn't look like much here, but when it's on, it's actually really nice. And so I can have it very casually just with a cardi and sandals, or I can dress it up like with a nice blazer during work and some nice shoes, anything. And I think that would have also been about the $29 mark, round about that. It's too long ago, I can't remember exactly, but my clothes, I usually get them at that price point. This one here, however, was a super bargain because I just happened, and I wanted it anyway. And as I'm going through the rack, I noticed that one was marked down even further because it's got a slight flaw. I mean, I don't even know whether you can see that. There's a little bit of a light spot there, which no one really pays attention. I didn't care. $19. Yes. And because I thought that just plain grey was a bit too boring, so I got myself a lovely red belt that, you know, just goes right over there. Red shoes with it. Winner. This one here is because I work in a lot of office environments, and sometimes it's not about you, it's all about the executives, and you are just a quiet sort of like fairy in the background. So this is one of my go-to dresses there when it's just all about the other person and you just quietly sort of support them and look good and professional with it. So it's a very simple shift dress, has a little bit of detail here. What I usually like to wear with it is, depending on like the occasion, but a lot of times I've worn this little cutie jacket there, which is actually from Valley Girl, and I think that was on sale for 20-ish something dollars. Looks really lovely with some nude shoes, absolutely lovely. And yeah, another very, very nice looking outfit for bargain price. This one here, I have to admit, I haven't even worn yet. I've had this dress a couple of years now, and ever since I bought it, I haven't had an opportunity to wear it, but the time will come, I'm sure. It's a satin fabric, but it's very stretchy, so it fits very nicely, very tight. And yeah, I think for that one I actually paid $39 or something because I really wanted it. And yeah, so it's still waiting, but that's okay because it looks so classic. I can wear it anytime. This one here is another favorite, and that one I actually wear a lot, especially when I have to go from work to some function afterwards, because it's a really lovely taffeta sort of fabric. And it came with this sort of belt, ribbon belt, which I personally am not a big fan of, so usually I wear it without and just have like a nice shrug or something, or a blazer depending, and some nice black shoes. Once again, looks really nice, and I think that one was $39 as well, something like that. Well worth it. I've gotten lots and lots of use out of it. Now this one here, and I was hoping the sun would still shine a little bit to highlight it. This is the only piece that I've actually, what I consider, paid money for because I really, really wanted it. Another Target item, as they all were. So I'm not sure whether you can actually see the beautiful, beautiful fabric on this thing. It's like this royal blue with the black pattern in it, and I just adore this jacket. It was originally on sale, displayed for $129. No way I would pay that. A couple of weeks later, I think it was $79, if I'm not mistaken, $79, $89, something around that. And I was still umming and eyeing and umming and eyeing, and I went back and it was down to $69. I'm like, yes, I'm paying for that. And so this is probably one of my most expensive pieces, and I don't regret paying that money because it gives me a lot of joy. And yeah, so for me it was worth it, and I definitely think that anyone would say this looks very nice. So $69, absolutely. Then also I would like to point out, because Target, as I say, of course they are brilliant for having all your stock standard work pantsuits, skirt suits in your blacks and greys and navies and sometimes small checker prints and everything, like really, really lovely stuff, which I've got all in here. All the tops and all the colours of the rainbows, like knits and blouses and everything, shoes to match. And so some of the pants, even though I do like the classic sort of look, but some of them are, I do like to have a little bit of detail. Like these ones I thought were really, really lovely. I don't know whether you can see that on the camera, but it's got the tiniest little white dots. And so I usually wear a white top or a cream top with that. And also looks really, really elegant. 25, 29, no more than that. Then I also had these ones. I only got them last season, and which you can tell by the color probably, it's a bit of a heavier fabric, which is nice for when it's colder, and it's also stretchy, so it's got a really, really nice fit. And with this in mind, so far I've been wearing it with like just either dress it down, black boots, and a cardi or just a jumper, a nice jumper, or like a shiny blouse, whatever. And then I had another browse through an op shop, and I could not believe my luck. I found this piece, which you probably can't tell all that well, but it's got exactly that color, and it's a little bit like that blue jacket before. It's this jacquard with that cinnamon and black woven. It's also a stretchy material. $12. So now I can wear this with nice black shoes. Absolutely brilliant. And another piece from an op shop, oops, which I absolutely get a lot of wear out. It's a bit more like a sort of a leisure dress. I can wear it to the office, but because it's a bit shorter, so I tend to just wear it like when I'm going out at night a little bit more. It's got this little sort of like a ruffle there. It's lined, $15, beautiful. And last but not least, my best purchase ever. If I had $1 for every time I got a compliment on this dress, I could buy a whole new wardrobe. No joke. I was waiting for the bus one day, and the shop behind me had a rack out. I'm just sort of flicking through while I'm waiting for the bus, and this color catches my eye. And I had a look at it, and it was a size 18, and I'm like, it's way too big for me. It was the only one there, and I really, really liked it. And so I turned it around. Turns out that the zip is in the middle and nothing else big to it. So I just, on the street, I'm like, yeah, that'll do me. Saw the bus coming in the distance, ran inside, put a $20 note on the counter, grabbed the dress, hopped on the bus. And when I got home, all I did was take it in a little bit on the side. And now this is my absolute best go-to dress for when I go to weddings or like a nice sort of, you know, function at night time or whatever. It's very tight fitting, very lovely, $20. So if anyone's telling me you can't dress nice on a budget, you're just not doing it right. Okay, well, I hope I've given you a little bit of inspiration. And yeah, so keep an eye out. Don't always just look at your size. Look outside the box, because you might find a treasure that you can easily transform and enjoy looking splendid. Have a good day.